Greetings viewers, Eric the Car Guy here. In today's video, I'd like to add some clarity to the video that I posted last week about the, well, I don't know what to call it. Maybe that's what I need to make clarity on. We need to figure out what we're calling this project. Let's call it the used car project, or gaming the used car system. How's that? We'll call it gaming the used car system because this is an exploration of different car buying philosophies in the used car market. That's what I'm trying to do in this video series, and I aim to basically give you clarity on that in this video. All right, I'm serious now. I took off my jacket and put on my glasses and I'm consulting my notes. Many of these things that I'm mentioning in this video come from the comments to the previous video. And one of the comments that kept coming up over and over again was, Eric, where did you find a 1.29% interest rate on that loan? And that's not the point. I think you're missing the point entirely. But as far as where I found that, I found it on my phone when I found the car. There's the screenshot right there. So I found it on my phone. Where did I find it? I found it on my phone. It's right there. That's not the point of this. Now, I think I should say, and somebody correctly pointed out in the comments, that I had called this vehicle our control vehicle, and that's not correct according to the scientific method that we're going to follow here. Our actual control vehicle is that 2021 CR-V, so that's the vehicle that we're trying to emulate. So we're going to call that the control from now on. I screwed that up in the first video, sorry about that. But from now on, our control vehicle is the 2021 CR-V. When it comes to financing, the only reason I brought that up, and the reason why I brought up those two different percentage rates, was to show that the longer you drag out your payments, the more you're going to pay in interest. Or the smaller the down payment you make, the more you're going to pay in interest. So the actual price of the vehicle is not the actual cost of the vehicle, because by the time you're done paying it off, you will have paid more based on the interest that you paid along with that money that you borrowed. Additionally, many pointed out that with a car loan, so if you're going to buy a 2021 CR-V, the insurance part I wanted to stay away from, but several people brought up a very good point. As far as insurance goes, if you are making payments on something, you have to have full coverage. So if you're going to buy that 2021 CR-V, you're going to have full coverage insurance because the bank's going to want their money back if that thing gets totaled. As far as the 2006 CR-V, we can carry basic liability. So it's a much cheaper insurance than carrying full coverage. However, if we total this thing, it's gone. We're out transportation. It goes bye-bye. So there's that. There were a few commenters in the last video that mentioned that this cover in the back of the CR-V is actually a table. It is. And it's pretty cool. Let me try and add some clarity to what I hope to accomplish in this series. And in essence, what I'm hoping to do is I'm hoping to take this 2006 CR-V and make it into something that's nice enough that my wife would drive it. In fact, that's exactly what I intend to do. I intend to move her out of the 2012 Odyssey that she's driven for the past 12 years and into this 2006 CR-V. Our kids are older, they've left the house. We're not driving around a bunch of kids anymore. So all she really needs is a vehicle for her. And this, being a 4-cylinder and smaller, I think is going to put her there. Now, rather than making payments on something, I thought, well, hey, what if I got something as cheap as possible and fixed it up and made it as nice as possible to sort of emulate that 2021 CR-V, but not make the 2021 CR-V payments? Could I get there, and what would it take to do that? That is the entire essence of this series of videos that I'm doing. I'm trying to offer you information so that you can possibly do the exact same thing. Buy a cheap vehicle, fix it up, and game the used car system and not have to make payments or have expensive insurance. And what's that going to take, and what is the reality of that? Like I said, my wife is going to be driving this vehicle, so I will have this for quite some time to come. I'll find out what problems come up with it, what problems don't come up with it, and if my wife is happy driving it. I think that's the most important thing, because I think that's the ultimate goal of what we're trying to do here. Because you really can't take some old piece of junk and turn it into something new, or can you? That's what we're trying to find out here. In the previous video, I had talked about a dollar amount that we could put on our labor per hour. So in other words, how much are we going to pay ourselves per hour when working on a 2006 CR-V? Well, it also came up that not all of us are capable of working on our own vehicles, and we would sort of like an estimate of a dollar amount of what this might cost if we brought it to a shop. Therefore, I'm going to break it up into two different labor costs. One we'll call the DIY cost, and that'll be at $100 per hour. So as DIYers, if we're doing the work ourselves, we're going to pay ourselves $100 an hour for this project. And if you say, oh, my time's free and all that, your time is not free. You could have been doing something else. Instead, you're working on this. So again, $100 an hour for this. The consensus out there seems to be about $150 an hour for a shop labor rate. So if we take those same numbers and run them through the shop labor rate, we'll do that at $150 an hour to more closely resemble what it might be if you took the vehicle to a shop and had the repairs done that I'm going to be doing on this 2006. So $100 an hour for the stuff we're doing ourselves, $150 an hour if we took it to a shop. But we're going to base that off the actual work we do on this 2006 to bring it up to speed or as close as possible to that 2021 CRV. At the end of the day, this is an exploration of two different used vehicle buying philosophies. On one hand, you go out, you spend your hard-earned money on something that has a warranty, that's reliable, that's efficient, that, well, you don't have to worry about. You've already spent the money. You're just going to drive it. The other philosophy is to find the cheapest vehicle you can get, fix it up for the least amount of money that you can, and try to game the system, if you will, to see if you can get close to the value of that 2021 vehicle. Is it possible? That's what we aim to find out in this video series. Not only is it possible, but how much is it going to cost to get there? Not only in money, but the time and effort that we're going to put into this 2006. That's where we're aiming to find out at the end of the day with this. I hope I've made everything more clear for you in this video. Links in the description to the previous video and other videos and that type of thing. Also a link to EricTheCarGuy.com, which is where I ask you to go if you have automotive questions. Other than that, thank you so much for watching today. Be safe, have fun, stay dirty. I will see you next time. Yes, we'll be fixing stuff in the next video, I promise.